Welcome back everyone. At this stage we will update the client's details info. So let's get started. The work we have completed so far is user registration, login logout, list view and its details showing, inserting new records and deleting records. So now all that is left is to update the records. So let's go back to the code editor. As usual, we will start working from the URL s.py file. I am copying the URL that I defined to delete and pasting it here on the last line. Okay, let's change the text delete to update. Note here, since I will be updating the record, I need the client ID, so like the delete feature, I am passing the ID for the update as well. So now let's change delete to update for views as well. I also change the name in the same way. Now let's define a function called client_update in the views file. So define client_update and give the request parameters inside parentheses as usual. For convenience, let's copy some code from the delete function. Because there are some things that are similar to updating. I'll explain the reason for this later. I said earlier that we need the client ID to update and the user must be authenticated to update, so I have copied some of the delete code here. I hope the reason for the copy is now clear to all of you. Now, once the user is authenticated, the user needs to be given access to the update page, so here we are redirecting to the client update.html page. Now let's add an else statement, because if the user is not authenticated, we should give the user a message and redirect to the home page. Right? In this case, I am giving the message you have to log in. Then redirect the user to the home page. Now we need to implement some logic if the user is authenticated. We first need to get the ID of the record we want to update, right? So I'm creating a reference called current_record where we'll get the ID of the selected client. We will do the same thing here as we did to get the ID for deletion. So let's retrieve the client ID in the same way. So type client.objects.get then put ID equals pk inside the parentheses. For the update, we will use the same form we used to save it. So let's copy this and paste it for the update function. To update here, all the properties of this form will remain the same, like adding a record. I'll just add one additional property, which is instance. Its main function is that when we update the data of a specific client, it will fill the form with the data of that selected client. So write instance equals current_record.